This Panch Prana, Panch Bhuta, all these are definitely related to your Panch Kosha. 5 is a very important thing in your life. Earth, water, fire, air and space. Accordingly, you have got outer layer, inner layer, inner layer, inner layer and the innermost layer. And they are together called Panch Kosha. And whenever we are doing sadhana, whenever we are performing the rituals, the divine energy called Sarvang Sundari. Sarvang Sundari means the energy which has got entire body as divine beauty. The moment you watch it, see it, you are always in hypnosis. So, and this Adhishtatri Devi, this divine energy always tries to control inner and outer of ourselves. The divine energy responsible to provide energetic koshas, to provide energy in every part and every cell and tissues of our body is Sarvang Sundari. And this time which we have chosen, I will be explaining you about each kosha every day. And at the end, I would also like to tell you the mantras for this energy so that you can energize your koshas the way in which and whenever you want to do and perform the ritual. Because understanding koshas is of course very important. I do not deny that it is not important, but only understanding and not being able to change anything in you carries no meaning. Therefore, we will understand the koshas at one end, and at the second end we will try to eliminate the sins preserved in it, the negativity preserved in it, and will illuminate them with the energy of this Sarvang Sundari. And this illumination will remain with you for all the time to come. So, total curriculum shall be understanding the koshas and how we can illuminate them, how can we energize them. Now, first and foremost thing, you must be thinking what Guruji is going to tell you is the name of these 5 koshas. Okay, and a little description about them so that you understand what they exactly mean to you. The first kosha is the most outer layer present in you. The most outer layer is the body. And you know how body is made? Anyone? Body is made from the food and water you consume. You must be thinking that body has been given by your parents, but it has been given by your parents only because they have consumed food and water. So human body is basically made from the food you eat. and earth elements shapes it. And earth elements, how you consume earth elements in your body every day, food you do not know, it always grows on earth. Sometimes we think that no, it comes from the supermarket. But if you go in depth, you will find that it comes to the supermarket from some meadow where it is cultivated, and it is cultivated always on earth, putting some water, some minerals, some fertilizers and all that. And when you eat that, your physical body becomes healthy and gains strength. The whole strength what you have got in yourself is based on the food. And that is why outer layer kosha is called annamaya kosha. Ann is food. Ann is the food grain what grows. So any body, kosha is the body. So any kosha which is made of food is called annamaya kosha. And what all is made from this? Your body and your brain. Your brain also will not function if you do not eat food. Brain has several functions. It has 4 basic functions: mind, intellect, psyche and ego. Do not eat food for 7-8 days, your ego will disappear automatically. Your mind will also not function properly. So brain gets activated because of the food we eat. So annamaya kosha, by which your human body is made, is responsible for your healthy brain and for your healthy physical body. Your nails, your hairs, your head, your feet, your arms, everything becomes healthy when you eat healthy food, because your outer layer of your existence is annamaya. And annamaya means something what gets developed because of the food. Food is important for your life, but not as important as other things are, because food gets processed when you take your breaths. So annamaya kosha is not independent. Annamaya kosha is dependent on the second kosha, and that is called pranamaya. What is pranamaya? Pranamaya is based on the air we breathe. And pranamaya, you must have heard in the healing topics that pranic healing is a name we use. And what is the pranic healing? We bring in the medicinal values from the universe to ourselves, and we change the aura around us. This aura is called pranic body. And when you change aura around you, as I said, that annamaya kosha is not independent. Annamaya kosha is dependent on pranamaya kosha. So if you try to bring in energy or medicinal values from the universe through your prana and change your pranic body, change your pranamaya kosha, your annamaya kosha starts changing automatically. So, this is the method by which pranic healing is performed, and all the diseases present in your physical bodies are being healed. The principle is that anything your human body needs is present in the universe. Everything you need is present already in the universe. You just need to bring it from there to here. And what can bring it from there to here? Energy is like a smell. And there is a flower there, and you can smell it here. What brings that smell from there to here is nothing but air. What is air is nothing but prana. So, pranic energy is able to bring in the healing portion of the energy, the medicinal values of the energy, and is able to make reach to you. Second function of the prana is, when oxygen comes in and reaches your navel chakra, then only your food can be processed. Food you have eaten, it can stink, it can rot there unless it is processed. And how can it be processed? It gets processed by Jatharagini, the fire present in your belly. That fire is getting burnt by the pranic energy which you receive from the universe. And that pranic energy separates the sludge and the energy from your food. Then that energy, by different vayus, by different pranas, are being sent to each and every cells and tissues of your body. Sludge goes to your intestine, and from there it comes out. So, see, you have to understand that though we have divided them, but they are always interconnected. You cannot be alive without the body, and you can also not be alive without the breath. So Annamaya kosha and Pranamaya kosha are interrelated to each other. Annamaya kosha, the energy of Annamaya kosha is in your first chakra, root chakra. Energy of Pranamaya kosha is in your second chakra. And third kosha is called Manomaya. Other than pran and other than human body, there is something inside of you which travels with threshold speed. With the speed you cannot even imagine. Your mind is here at the moment, and the moment it starts thinking about your romantic partner sitting 11,000 kilometers away, your mind reaches there. Quick, in no time. There he is in Pushpavatika, the valley of flowers. You are sitting here and start thinking about him, how he will be doing. You will be able to visualize his face, his body, his thinking, his everything immediately. How that happens? That happens because your mind reaches there. And mind is continuously traveling. It is not at one place. It's a body in itself. And the body which thinks, which travels, which tries to find right and wrong, is called Manomaya kosha. And from this right and wrong thinking, from this flying, from this sankalpa and vikalpa, going positive, negative, because mind is never at one place. From this, you need wisdom. Wisdom for what? To find out and choose what is for you and what is not for you. And something what chooses is called wisdom kosha, Vijnanamay kosha. Vijnanamay is your inner wisdom, is based on simplicity. There are three types of jnanas, three types of knowledge. One is the information you have collected from the whole universe. Second, you put these informations into practice for yourself to understand whether they are useful for you or not useful for you. And when you try to put information into practice, that becomes knowledge. But I am not talking about the knowledge. I am talking about the inner wisdom. Inner wisdom which can realize what is good for you and what is not good for you. And whatever is good, it takes only that much. And that is called antargyan, the inner wisdom. So, as you go from, as I said, you go from outer to inner. The first layer is Annamaya, the human body. Second layer is Pranamaya, the human breath. Third layer is Manomaya, the human mind. Fourth layer is inner self. Wisdom, inner wisdom. And that body is called wisdom body, and it is called Vijnanamaya. When Vijnan comes in ourselves, when this inner wisdom comes in ourselves, negativity and positivity goes away. It doesn't exist anymore. What happens? You are able to choose and understand what you need and what you are. Other things does not remain important to you other than what you need and what you are. And then when you understand yourself, when you understand what you need, when you understand that everything else is not useful for us, what you get is bliss. And bliss is the innermost kosha. It is called Anandamay kosha. So, from outer to inner, you have 5 koshas: Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya. From inner to outer, you have again got the 5 koshas: Anandamaya, Vijnanamaya, Manomaya, Pranamaya and Annamaya. And we are always interested to know from where, who has described what these koshas are and why these koshas are important in your life. Who has described it and why are they important in our life? And for that, what we learn is called history. The description of these koshas you can find in Vedas. Vedas are a little difficult to understand, but you will be able to find them there. And then, what are the Vedas? Vedas are the vibrational energies vibrating in the universe continuously. Spirituality is unique, and unique are its practitioners. A seeker went to a guru and he asked a very simple question from the guru: what is God? Guru smiled and said, the consciousness you are is God. You are God. Seeker did not understand it. He got more confused. Then Guru told him, take the initiation to understand divine energy called God. He took the initiation and became disciple. After becoming disciple, he came to Guru once again and he asked the same question: what is God? This time Guru did not reply that consciousness is God. He did not reply that you are God. He said, God is food. It made sense to this Western disciple because sitting on the table with his parents and with his siblings, he has prayed several times and thanked for food. And it connected him with the answer. He started his meditation on food. Then an understanding started developing in him that it is not only food, it is something what food creates. Food creates human body. Food creates Panch Karmendriyas. Food creates hands, legs, head, nose, ears, eyes, chest, navel. And he started concentrating and putting his conceptualization in those directions. And few years passed. His observations got deepened. He started understanding that this body is controlled by something. This body is not controlling. When something says inside walk, it walks. When somebody says inside stop, it stops. And he understood something bigger than this Annamaya kosha definitely exists. And then he went to his Guru once again. And he asked Guruji, what is God? And Guruji changed his answer this time. So whatever Guru says, that is important. Not understanding what he says for you and what he says for others. What he says for others is not relevant to you at all. What he says to you is relevant to you. To you also, what he says at the present moment, here and now, that is relevant to you. 1 year before he has said, God is food. Today his statement changed and he says, God is prana. Breath is God. Go meditate and concentrate and conceptualize on your breath. Seeker, now disciple, he starts concentrating on his breath. 5 types of breath: prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. He starts concentrating on them. Breath is coming in. Breath brings in energy. From that energy, annamaya kosha converts its food into energy and sludge, and life goes on. As long as breath is coming in, life goes on. But after practicing for a year or two, he realized that breath is important, but there is something beyond breath also. What is that beyond breath? When I say breath, it is breathing. When I say do pranayama, it does pranayama. When I say do not breathe, it doesn't breathe. What is that? What is controlling our breath? And he went to Guru again. After fully concentrated upon breath, he reaches his Guru again and asks, Guruji, what is God? Guru sees in his meditation that he has already crossed over the breathing situation. And Guru replies, God is mind. You need to concentrate upon your mind. He starts concentrating upon mind, upon his thinking, upon his things what mind can do. And he realizes the capacity of mind is much higher than the capacity of annamaya kosha and pranamaya kosha. And this mind sheath is called manomaya kosha. So he starts thinking, some thought comes in, and immediately after that some opposing thoughts also comes in. His conscious meditation is working on the mind now. But he realizes at this time that there can be something, and there is definitely something beyond the mind, more subtle than mind, more powerful than mind, which can control mind. And after understanding that, he again goes to his Guru and asks the same question again. What is God? Guru, after realizing in his meditation the situation and the condition of the disciple, replies different this time, and he says, God is wisdom. God is the capacity to understand you. Please concentrate on your intellect, concentrate on your wisdom. He started concentrating on wisdom. After concentrating on wisdom, he started feeling that there could be something beyond wisdom also. With this wisdom, I should be able to get and attain something. What I can attain from this wisdom? And after practicing for a few years, he returns to Guru and asks again, what is God? Guru sees his purity. The purification of his body, mind and soul, and replies to him, bliss is God. Concentrate on bliss in your meditation. When he started concentrating on bliss in his meditation, everything gets achieved. Wisdom brings bliss, and bliss makes you understand who you really are. From there, he slipped into consciousness. He started realizing that something what he sees is not real, something what he experiences is real. This body, this prana, this mind is not real. What is real is beyond body, pranic energy and mind. What is real is the consciousness. This consciousness is beyond your mind and can be attained with the vibrations. So when bliss comes in, those beautiful vibrations rising from the bliss makes you understand and become consciousness. This study, this understanding is the study of Panch Kosha. Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanmaya and Anandamaya Kosha. When we pierce from outside, from more gross towards subtle, your spiritual journey goes on and you understand God is food, then you understand God is prana, then you understand God is mind, then you understand God is wisdom, and then you understand God is bliss, and then you understand God is you. God is you. That understanding is the spiritual journey. Vedic energy is the energy vibrating in the universe. Some of us are able to connect with that energy, but most of us are not able to connect. So if I am not able to connect, then how do I know that I can find these 5 koshas in the Vedic studies? For them, some rishis were kind enough to give us some Vedic studies books. And those books are in form of 4 written books called Samveda, Atharveda, Rigveda and Yajurveda. And then Rishis further has tried to explain what is written in Vedas. That is called Vedanta, or it is called Upanishad. And in Taittiriya Upanishad, the koshas has been described very nicely. All the koshas has been written in Taittiriya Upanishad, and Taittiriya Upanishad, you can say that this is the ancient book available today about the yoga. Okay. Vedic books or Vedas are the text which leads us towards liberation. And therefore, these Panch Koshas, the wisdom of Panch Koshas, understanding Panch Koshas can also lead you to the wisdom which can probably take you towards liberation. 5 koshas, as I said, they are the outermost. Inside the outermost is another one, then another one, then another one, then another one. And if you want to understand them, you have to peel onion sometimes. Onion, you have got the outermost layer. The moment you remove that layer, the inner one comes in. Then inner one you have to remove, then another inner one comes in. Then that you remove, then another one comes in. Then that you remove, then another one comes in. And these koshas are exactly like onion layers. Outermost is Annamaya, the innermost is Anandamaya. When we try to understand in-depth meaning of these koshas and how they go about, what we get, we try to find out from myself to self. The journey of the koshas takes you from myself to self, where all your ego goes away. Then only myself can become self, then only I can become we. So all those who are in the soul searching, if you are not searching soul, then studying Pranamaya, Annamaya, Anandamaya is not going to help you. But all those who are in the business of soul searching, for them it is very important to understand the Panch Kosha. It will take your spiritual energy to your next level. You will be able to experience the positive changes in yourself, in your life, and in the world around you. The positive changes will make you feel good and will also make you understand what and when you need to find out who you really are. We always try and identify ourselves with what we are not, with our car, with our home, with our spouse, with our body, with our nails, with our hairs, with our head, with our nose, with everything, what we are not. But we never try to find out what we really are. So a study of Panch Kosha may take you to understand what you really are and how you can pierce from your outer layer to your inner self, to find out that self, that soul, that consciousness which you are, and rest everything you can probably leave. The ritual part which I'll be explaining to you in some of these days is being done by chanting, by pranayama, by bandh, by mudras. Everything we associate together. Mudras, locks, pranayamas and chanting. And then only Panch kosha can be energized. And energization of Panch kosha is must in case we want to enter in-depth wisdom of understanding ourselves. Other than this yogic exercises, description of Panch kosha you can also find in different yogas, such as Raj Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Lay Yoga, Pran Yoga, Ritu Yoga, Gyan Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Tattva Yoga. All these places, in some form of other, you will be able to find your Panch kosha. There are altogether about 84 types of yogas. And in all the 84, you will be able to find out something about Panch kosha. Now, what to follow? The problem is that you have 84. Which is the path by which we can go? So, scripture says very clearly that follow your Guru. Follow your parampara. What your Guru has done, what your Guru's Guru has done, what your Guru's Guru has done, follow that. And do not get involved in everything that deviates you away from the main goal of finding yourself. But any book you will read, Panch kosha will always be available. One of the meaning of the kosha is treasure. So kosha is a body, kosha is a treasure. So these are the 5 koshas, 5 treasures human being has. And all these 5 treasures must be energized. And when you energize them, your journey goes from outer self to inner self and finds out your real self, finds out your soul, finds out your consciousness. There are many things, many siddhis, many qualities, many qualifications hidden in our this body. Everything is hidden here. We have never tried to explore it. We have tried to explore moon, we have tried to explore sun, Mars, tried to explore our neighbors, tried to explore our home. We have never tried to explore ourselves. Other than ourselves, we have tried to explore everything. But when you try to explore yourself, everything you need is present within yourself. If that consciousness comes to you, you will be able to find out this hidden treasure. And this hidden treasure will be able to make you divine. And that divine energy will always be present in you. And there are meditations, very specific meditations, in which you can energize your Panch Koshas. Some of the meditation are, when you go into meditation, your consciousness goes into pranas. There are 5 pranas, Panch Prana we call it, Panch Kosha, Panch Prana, and so those 5 pranas which are present in each chakras of yours can be seen, experienced during our meditation. And those 5 vayus are Pran, Apan, Saman, Udan and Vyan. During our course, we will try to explain those 5 vayus, Prana, Apana, Vyana, Samana, Udana. And we have already done it in chakra things. All those who are new can refer to the chakras workshops, where I have very specifically explained Prana, Apana, Vyana, Samana and Udana, Panch Tattva. What are the Panch Tattva? Panch Tattvas are earth, water, fire, air and space. Take your mind to earth element, from there you take it to water element, from there you take it to fire element, from there air, then space, and then it automatically disappears in consciousness. So, from the things you can see to move to the things what you can experience and not see. Similarly, these 5 divine energies which are responsible to create these koshas in us, you can feminine divine, hurdle free divine, divine of creation, divine of observation and divine of destruction. The most important thing is the divine of destruction, that everything what you have gets destroyed other than what you are. What you are is beyond destruction, that cannot be destroyed, but rest everything is destructible and shall be destroyed, so that you be able to become what you are and not identify yourself with anything else. The divine energy of destruction is called Shiva, and Shiva is responsible energy for providing you liberation. These 5 divine in 5 koshas we will try to invoke during our retreat, and we will try to experience their power, and with their power we will try to energize all our koshas and move towards attaining self. The most important thing in our life is to attain self. Nothing is more important than that. I wish that all of us be able to get totally involved in these days, to understand Annamay, Pranamay, Manomay, Vijnanmay, Anandamay, and be able to energize them and be able to move towards discovery of self. Thank you.